Welcome to Hazel's Heroes for April 1994. Remember, Hazel's Heroes is a program that's jointly sponsored by the Hazel Park Schools and the Hazel Park Lions Club to recognize outstanding elementary youngsters, right? Outstanding, right? And we have a group from Edison and Roosevelt. And I want to start over here with, I know the people from Edison wanted to go first, but I want to start over here at Roosevelt. How you doing?
Fine.
You look bright and happy today. Are you happy?
Yeah.
What would you be doing today if, right now, if you weren't here?
Doing my work.
What kind of work?
My spelling.
Spelling? How would you know that?
Because we usually have it about right now.
What time is it now?
I don't know.
About 9:30, right? You have spelling? How many words do you have in spelling?
15.
15? And do you have a pre-test and a regular test?
We just have a regular test.
When do you take your test?
Friday.
Friday? And you have 15 words?
Yeah.
Have you studied them?
Yeah.
Do you know them?
Sorta.
Sorta. What are some of the words? Can you remember them?
No.
Can you remember any of them?
No.
Okay. What's your name?
Andrea.
Andrea. You have a last name?
Polowski.
And how old are you, Andrea?
10.
10. And did I remember that you were in 4th grade at Roosevelt School?
Yeah.
And Mrs. Smith is your teacher?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you gone to school at Roosevelt?
I don't know. 5 years.
Never gone anyplace else? Started there at kindergarten?
Yep.
Okay. And how are things at Roosevelt?
Good.
And 4th grade, do you have a very favorite thing to do in 4th grade?
Sorta.
What?
Math.
Math. And what kind of math would be 4th graders doing right now? What kind of things are you doing right now?
Fractions, multiplication, and division.
Really? Do you know all your multiplication tables?
No.
You gotta learn those, don't you?
We haven't studied 11 and 12 yet.
You haven't done the 11s and 12, but you know through 10s. Do you know all of them through the 10s?
Sorta.
Sorta. You don't want me to give you a hard test. Okay. I remember when I had to learn those. Boy, they were really hard for me. I had a hard time with that, but I learned it. My father used to sit down and make me learn them. He reviewed with me every day the multiplication tables until I got them done. Every day we did them. And it took lots of days for me. Hey, why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I do my work well.
You do your work well? And do you have homework?
Yeah.
And you get that done?
Yeah.
How many days a week do you have homework?
4 days.
4 days. And when do you find it best for you to do your homework? At what time of the day? When you get home, or when you come in, or after dinner, before dinner, or
When my dad comes home.
when your dad comes home? Because Dad says, time to do the homework.
If I don't know a problem, he helps me with it.
He does? And is your homework primarily in math?
No.
So he helps you with other problems, too. You keep up the good work. We appreciate people who get their work done, including homework, because we have this homework policy that we expect people to have homework, right? Okay. Glad to have you here. And also from Roosevelt School. See, I told you, you just wanted to be first, and I wouldn't let you, like, huh? You begged me to be first, and I said, no, we're not going to do that, right? Did you want to be first?
No.
You didn't. What's your name?
Katie.
And do you have a last name, Katie?
Yes.
Okay, what's your last name?
Gieraltowski.
Okay. And Katie is, what grade?
6.
6 at Roosevelt School, right? Who teaches 6th grade?
Miss Benton.
Okay. She new to Roosevelt this year, right?
Mhm.
And it's about 9:30 right now. What would you be doing if you were in school?
Math.
Math? Do you have kind of a set thing that you do in school? A set day? Like, what kind of things do you do in the morning?
Well, we start out by copying our assignment sheet, and then we do spelling and then math. And then we usually go to lunch.
Okay. And Spelling. Now, you're in 6th grade. How many spelling words do you have?
15.
15. And do you have a test on Friday?
Mm-hmm.
And do you know those words?
Yeah.
All of them?
Mm-hmm.
All 15?
Mm-hmm.
When did you study them?
In school.
In school? Do you know some of the words that you had to...
No.
Don't know any of them? I mean, you have hard words like the.
No.
You have harder words than the?
Yes.
Okay. What are the words like? Long words?
No.
It's been a long time since I've been in 6th grade. I don't know that I can remember 6th grade. Can't remember. Do you have a very favorite thing to do at school?
Science.
Science? How often do you have science?
We only have science when we're doing a project or something in groups.
So you do group science projects? Tell me about a science project that you've done this year.
We worked with bubbles and we were cutting them in half and stuff.
Cutting bubbles in here? How did you do that?
Well, you had to blow a bubble and then you had to cut it from a certain direction to make it split in half without popping.
Oh, is that right? How do you know which direction? Do you leave it on the stick kind of thing?
I think so. I can't remember.
Can't remember. But you can cut it right in half and it doesn't break. It's neat. So, have you been over, you'll be going to Webb Junior High next year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's kind of exciting, isn't it?
A little bit.
A little bit. A little scary too, huh?
Guess so.
What do they have? They have 7 classes? 7 different teachers?
I don't know.
Have you been over there? You haven't been over yet, but they'll take you over, right, and let you walk around and see where the classes are. Going from Roosevelt to Webb Junior High, there's a big change in the number of just bigness of the school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I do my work and I show enthusiasm.
You show enthusiasm? You like learning. Learning is fun, isn't it?
A little bit.
A little bit. You know, lots of times, many of us get discouraged when we have hard things to do because learning sometimes doesn't come as easy for all of us as it does for others. And it's a challenge, and sometimes people give up with that. But if you show enthusiasm for them and want to do it, it can be fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like new projects because I think it's fun to learn about new things, right? You keep up the good attitude about work. Now, here's the person that wanted to go first, and I just wouldn't let you, right? You were begging me when you came in here, can I be first, right?
No.
You weren't? Maybe I misunderstood. What's your name?
Heather.
Heather. And Heather has a last name.
Pacilio.
And how old are you, Heather?
11.
11. You go to Edison school?
Yes.
How long have you gone to Edison?
3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years? Where'd you go to school before Edison?
Sheen Halls.
Where's that?
Madison Heights.
Madison Heights. And you like, of course, Edison school a lot better than Madison Heights, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Good, good. You need to say that loud so Mr. Cox will hear it, right? Who's your teacher?
Miss Babcock.
And did I remember that she teaches 5th grade?
Mm-hmm.
So you're a 5th grader?
Yes.
Okay. And let's find out what 5th grade would be doing at Edison School in Mrs. Babcock's class.
Getting ready to go to music.
Getting ready to go to music? You have some special subjects, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are those special subjects?
English.
English?
Yes.
Why do you like English so much?
Because it's the easiest assignment we have.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things do you do in English?
Where you gotta find where the comma goes and coupling the letter and where ED and ING have to go.
And you can do all that really easy?
Uh-huh.
How come that's always hard for me?
I don't know.
Either do I. I always thought all that stuff was really hard to learn. Maybe you're just a better learner than I, right?
Maybe.
Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I have beautiful handwriting and I turn all my assignments in very neat. I'm organized.
Organized? Where do you get that from? Know anybody in your family who's organized?
Probably my mom.
Your mom? Have you taken a look in her cupboards? Are they all nice and straight?
Sort of.
Sort of. What about your room? How's your room?
Clean.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Is it organized?
Yeah.
Is it?
Things that are special.
Things that are your special things. We always do that, right? We always keep our special things.
Yeah.
And you're also athletic, right?
Yeah.
And you play basketball?
Yep.
And did you play basketball this year?
Yes.
Who was your coach?
Mr. Goldman.
And how'd you guys do?
We came in third.
Third? And what position do you play in basketball?
Forward.
Forward. Do you shoot much?
Yeah.
Make many points?
68 this year.
68?
Mm-hmm.
What was your high game?
The highest one. Against United Oaks, I scored 15 points.
No kidding. Were they all easy shots or were they tough shots?
One of them was by the half line.
No kidding. From the halfway point? What were you doing when you out there if you're forward?
Oh, no.
Wandering around?
I was trying to get the ball from United Oaks, and I stole it, and I ran down the court, and I shot from halfway line.
Wow. And you were third place?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys beat United Oaks?
No, they came in second.
Ah, okay. We're glad to have people like you that get your work done. And I think that's one of the things that we've heard from all the people here today thus far, is that you guys have work, and you have homework 4 days a week, right?
Yes.
And you get it done.
Yes.
And it's done neat, and you're really organized. Maybe I'll come by and check and see how organized you really are, huh? Thanks. And also from Edison School, we have, what's your name?
Lindsey.
Lindsey. And what's your last name, Lindsey?
Semenko.
Can you talk a little bit louder? What's your last name?
Semenko.
And how old are you, Lindsey?
6.
And what grade does that make you?
First grade.
First grade. Who teaches first grade?
Mrs. Anderson.
Mrs. Anderson? Tell me, Lindsey, where did you get the earrings?
They're my sisters.
They're your sisters? How come you got your sister's earrings on?
Because we went up north on vacation, and I didn't have no earrings in.
And she let you borrow those? And you just never took them off? How long have you had your ears pierced?
Since I was a baby.
Oh, really?
You only got one at a time.
One at a time. They did one and then let you get over it and then do the other one? Is that what they did? Now, can you put your own earrings in? That's hard to hit that little hole there, isn't it? Now, how old's your sister whose earrings they are?
13.
13. Does she know you have them? Do you think she remembers? They're really very nice earrings, aren't they? That's nice of your sister. Where'd you go on vacation?
Up north.
Up north? What did you do up there?
We walked across the lake to see pictured rocks.
You walked across the lake? Was it frozen? Oh.
We found cracks in there.
Did you? What lake? You remember what lake?
Mm-mm.
Were you scared to walk on it?
Yeah, I was crying.
You were?
Because I didn't want to walk that far.
Oh. Was it a long way? Who were you walking with?
My mom and my sister.
Oh, so it was pretty safe, huh? Good. What kind of things are you doing in first grade?
Different things.
Like what? I mean, do you do handwriting?
Yeah.
Do you go to gym?
Yeah.
Do you go to art? So you have lots of things that you do in first grade, huh?
Yep.
Are you beginning to read?
Yeah.
And why are you a Hazel hero?
I don't know.
You forgot. And I said I would help you, right? And I will. And I remember one of the things it said is that the teacher is real happy because you usually have a smile on your face, right? You don't have a smile today. How come you're not smiling at me? And you also get your work done. And you have homework too, right? And when do you do your homework?
Different times.
Like, when do you think it works best for you?
At night.
At night? Yeah, after you've had dinner? Okay, so when you get home, you go outside and play? Do you like this warmer weather?
Or I play with my friends after.
After school? Who are your friends?
The friends that I have in school.
Mm-hmm. And they live by you? So you get a chance to play with them?
Mine lives right down the street from me.
Oh, that's cool, huh? All right. Hey, you keep up the good work and keep smiling and keep getting your work done, okay? And there we have it. The smiling group of people from Edison and Roosevelt. Smile. And our next group of heroes come from Clark and from Hoover. And I want to start right here with a person with the Shrine Circus shirt on. Where did you get that shirt?
Circus?
Did you go to the circus? When did you go to the circus? Did you go to circus with school? Did you? And who took you to the circus? Would it be your teacher? Who did?
My stepdad.
Your stepdad?
They put him under the stairs and they step on him.
What did you see at the circus?
Animals.
And were they doing tricks? What kind of tricks did you see them do? Circus has lots of things in it, doesn't it? What's your name?
Tina.
And your last name, Tina?
Biddulph.
And Tina, besides going to the circus, you did something pretty special at school, didn't you?
And I found the watch. I gave it to Mrs. Person.
Where did you find this watch?
Where's the stairs at?
The
The stairs.
On the stairs? And, was it a nice watch? Pretty nice? And you took it right and gave it to Mrs. Persons, right? And that's a really honest thing to do, isn't it? Because you don't have a watch, right? Did you ever think about keeping it? Never did, because it wasn't yours, right? And that's a really honest thing to do, you know, and not everybody is as honest as you, are they? Now, who's your teacher?
Miss Mongo and Miss Thompson.
Mrs. Monagold and Mrs. Thompson. And how old are you?
6.
6. And I asked you the question before we turn on the camera here, how old you thought I was. How old do you think I am?
10.
10? Well, you told me earlier you thought maybe I was 100.
100.
Do I look like 100 to you? Some days I want you to know, Tina, I do feel like 100 too, right? You keep up the good work about being honest, okay? And that's such an important thing for all of us, right? To be honest and forthright with people, so that acts like this should not go unrewarded. We're happy to have people like you do that, okay? You keep up the good work, and I like your earrings. How long have you had your ears pierced? For a long time? Are those your earrings? I always wondered about pierced ears, whether they hurt when they put that needle through your ear. What do you think?
Probably.
Probably. I always thought it did. That's, but my wife has them, and she didn't say it hurt, but it scares me to death, right? Where'd you get all the necklaces?
From my mom.
Oh, yeah? How come? Just because you're a special person?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. You know that? That is cool. Because lots of times we always look for special events, right?
Yep.
And it's nice to have somebody just give you something when it's, just for being you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. What's your name?
Gary Rook.
And how old are you?
10.
10. And you go to Clark School?
Yeah.
And what grade?
5th.
5th. And you're involved in lots of stuff, right?
Yes.
And some interesting things. And we don't want to stray too far, but tell us about about the things that you're involved with at Clark School.
This is the second year we've done the cleanup at the Martin Road Park, which helped start. And
It's like Earth Day,
yeah,
right?
it's
Okay.
going to be on Earth Day. And go and clean up the park. We also collect cans that kids would regularly throw away
Mm-hmm.
and turn them in and take the money and adopt an animal at the zoo, which we've been doing for 5 years.
At Clark?
Yes,
And so you're helping with that?
yes.
Wow, that's neat. And where do you get all your interest in the ecology or cleaning the earth and things like that? Know anybody else that has those interests?
My mother.
Your mother. You know what's happening, when we look at recycling and all the things that we're doing nowadays, we recognize that we can't continue to take advantage of the earth, right?
Right.
That it's really necessary for us to conserve because we only have limited numbers of resources.
Right.
And it gets real scary when you run out of oil and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Remember when we weren't getting oil from the Middle East and we didn't have enough, gas prices went real high and things. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you also really like animals, right?
Yes.
And you have some animals?
Turtle and a dog.
And you don't have your hamster anymore,
No.
right? You used to have. What happened to hamster?
Died.
Then they do that.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a dog. What's your dog's name?
Corey.
And you adopted that dog.
Yes.
And how do you go about adopting a dog?
Well, on Sundays at certain theaters, they bring in dogs on their last day before they get put to sleep. And if you'd like a dog, you can buy one there. And it's like the last chance to be adopted.
And you saved the dog from getting put to sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's your dog's name?
Corey.
Corey. And how long have you had Corey?
2.5 years.
Good dog?
Mm-hmm.
Do any tricks? Does it sit, lay down, be
Yeah.
good?
Yeah. Not the last one.
It doesn't lay down, huh?
No, it does that, but it doesn't be good.
Doesn't be good?
No.
We have 2 dogs. We really like dogs at our house. And but now who cleans up after the dog?
All of us.
All of you?
Yeah.
That's cool. I try and get somebody else to do that, my wife or my son. We're glad to have people like you that are aware of our earth and the things that's important to our earth because it's important that we keep it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You keep up the good work and appreciate your leadership role in that at Clark School, right?
Thank you.
All right, good job. And then we have 2 people from, is it Hoover School? I told you not to let me forget, right? And you did a good job on not letting me forget. Goodness, look at you. You got red socks and a red top. Did you do that and a red real top, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do all that on purpose?
No, my mom made me.
Your mom made you? She said, listen, I want you coordinated today, right? What'd she say?
She told me that I should wear some color
Some color?
instead of just all white.
Well, because it does nice things for your hair, right? And blondes and red do well, I think. But, and you got nice blue eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you had the blue eyes?
Since I was a baby.
No kidding. Huh. What's your name?
Paula,
Paula. You have a last name?
Plowman,
And how old are you, Paula?
8,
What grade does that make you?
2nd.
2nd grade. Is that Mrs. Cox's class?
Yeah.
And how long have you gone to school at Hoover?
Just this year.
Just this year? Where'd you go last year?
To Grant in Detroit.
In Detroit? And you like it at Hoover a lot better than Detroit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say that real loud so that Mrs. Sullivan can hear you.
Yep.
Okay, and Mrs. Cox can hear you, and our Board of Education can hear you, and they say, boy, oh boy, we're doing good things.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing in 2nd grade?
We do subtraction and addition.
Mm-hmm. In math?
Yeah.
Doing anything else?
We practice our spelling words, and we have tests.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
You're in 2nd grade now, right?
Yeah.
How many spelling words do you have?
20.
20. No kidding. Now, Do you have to learn those words? You take them home and learn them?
Yeah.
How long does it take you to learn them?
Mm-mm.
Well, you know, I remember when I was in elementary school and being 100 years old, you know. Being in elementary school is a long time ago, right? Do you think I look 100?
Mm-mm.
How old do you think?
40.
40! Oh, boy, I like you a lot. That's what you said, right? We talked about that earlier. 40. I feel 40 right now. We used to have all those words. Boy, they were really hard for me. How do you do on your test?
Good.
Do you? So you take them home. Somebody help you with them?
Mm-hmm.
They give you like a pre-test to be sure that you know them.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know any of the words that you had to learn this week? Don't remember any of them. Boy, oh boy, you guys just forget. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I do my work.
And that's an important thing, right? We talked about that just today. Did you hear the other people? Many of the people that we talked to today are people who get their work done. They do their homework, and they work and do the things that they're supposed to in class, right? And that's helpful. And you keep up the good work, because if you don't, Mrs. Cox will get you right. Okay. And here's another young lady who said I look only 40 years of age, right? Isn't that what you said?
Yes.
Did you change your mind?
No.
You still think I look 40?
Yeah.
Tina, you still think I look 100? 40. Is 40 old?
No.
Pretty old. Do you think?
No.
It's not? Do you know anybody else 40?
Yeah.
Who?
My teacher,
Your teacher. Who's your teacher?
Miss Morrison.
I don't know. She looks pretty young to me. Does she look young to you?
Yeah.
Well, you said 40's young, right? What's your name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie. What's your last name, Steph?
Burrell.
And what grade does that make you at Hoover School?
3rd.
3rd. And how old?
8.
8. I like 3rd grade.
It's fun.
It's fun. Supposing I were magic and could make you any age that I wanted you to be, how old would you want to be?
11.
11. What happens at 11?
I don't know.
You just like to be 11.
Yeah.
You know anybody who's 11?
Yeah.
Who? Do they get to do things that you don't get to do?
Yeah.
Like what? Stay up late?
Yeah.
So 11, when you're 11, you'll be able to stay up late? What time do you go to bed now?
9.
9. And what time would you like to go to bed?
10.
10. What time you get up?
7.
7? Boy, you get up pretty early, huh?
Yeah.
How come you get up so early?
I don't know.
You just wake up?
No.
Who wakes you up?
My mom.
And then you got to be to school by 8:30, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So why are you a Hazel hero?
I do my work accurately, and I don't fuss about my work.
Yeah, you know, I have a son who's 14, and we always remind Kevin of his homework, and you know what he always says?
What?
Yeah, I'll get it done. Yeah. What do you say when your mom says, hey, Steph, you got to get your homework done?
Okay.
Okay? That's really good, because your mom knows best in those instances, right?
Yeah.
When do you find it best to do your homework?
After school.
Right after school, you go home and you do your homework, and then the rest of the night's yours, right?
Yep.
And you're in 4th grade? 3rd grade?
3rd.
3rd grade. And how long does it take you to get your homework done?
Half an hour.
A half hour. So then you have the rest of the night to yourself, and no one can complain about what you're doing, right?
Yep.
That's good. You keep up the good work, okay, and the positive attitude, because the attitude is important, right? All right. Right? And our next group of heroes come from United Oaks and from Longfellow. And I want to start over here with the guy who saved the play at Longfellow, right? I mean, at United Oaks. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What's your name?
Chad.
Chad. Last name?
Adams.
And Chad, what grade are you in?
3rd.
And who's your teacher?
Miss Masana.
And everything I read about you said that you saved the play, right?
Yes.
Tell us about what happened.
A kid was absent for the play, and I had to memorize all the lines in one day. And when he wasn't there the next day, so I had to go in front of the class and read his lines. And his name was Jonathan.
And he was sick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how many lines did you have?
10 or 20.
10 or 20?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, did you have to remember all those lines?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, memorize them
Mm-hmm.
and not read them. You had to say them,
Mm-hmm.
and you even had to remember the actions that went along with it, right?
Yes, but they're easy.
They were easy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for you, maybe not for some of us, right? Maybe you were a born actor. You ever think of that?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the play?
Paddington Paints a Picture.
And what was it about? Can you tell us what it was about?
It was about a bear that Mr. Brown painted a picture for the art show.
Mm-hmm.
And then Paddington came over and seen this Mr. Gruber. He was starting to finish his painting for the art show.
Yeah.
And there was an old master under. Tim thought there was an old master under his, and so Paddington went to Mr. Brown's and started scrubbing it. He thought there was a master under it, but there wasn't.
Hmm. Pretty nice play, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And you had a good time doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do it for just your class, or did you do it for other classes too?
Just our class.
Just your class. How many people were in the play?
6.
6. And why do you think the teacher chose you to remember or to fill in?
Because the other 2 are girls.
Ah, so you needed a boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And do you have a very favorite thing to do at 2nd grade?
I'm not 2nd, I'm 3rd.
I'm sorry, in 3rd grade.
Math.
Math?
Mm-hmm.
And what are you doing in math?
Division and multiplication.
And do you know all your multiplication tables now?
No, not all.
How far do you know?
My 1s, 2s, 3s, 5s, 9s, 10s, 11s, and 4s.
Okay. So you're working on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you have homework?
Mm-hmm.
When do you find the best time to do your homework?
Right after school.
Right after school. You run home and you do it. How long does it take?
Not even 15 minutes.
Okay. And you have it 4 nights a week?
7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
No kidding. Even Saturday and Sunday?
Mm-mm. Yeah, 6, I mean.
Okay.
We have them on Saturday.
All right. You keep up the good work and appreciate you saving the play, okay?
Okay.
And then from Longfellow School, we have 2 6th grade people that are recognized for doing similar kinds of things, right? So we'll talk to you about something else first. What's your name?
It's fine.
Last name?
Hallac.
And you're 6th grade?
Yeah.
How long have you gone to school in at United Oaks?
I'm in Longfellow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why do I do that? In Longfellow.
8 years.
So you've always gone there.
Yeah.
And when did you decide to put 2 holes in your ears?
I don't know. I was just in the mall and my mom told me I can get another ear hole.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And they look like diamonds. Are they diamonds, or do I need to put my glasses on?
I don't know.
They look like diamonds.
I think they are.
Wow. Do you have 2 on the other side, too?
Yeah, but one's infected.
Uh-oh. Tell me the kind of care you have to do to take care of pierced ears. Do you have to do something to them?
Well, every night we put this thing on it.
Medicine?
Yeah, something like that.
And also from Longfellow School, and also in 6th grade, we have...
Jackie.
And your last name?
Kiser.
And your teacher, you guys' teacher is Mrs. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get the, is it a Disney World hat? A Mickey Mouse hat?
Yeah.
Did it come from Disney World?
Yeah.
When did you go to Disney World?
In February.
February? This year?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a good time?
Well, my mom went this year. I went a couple of years ago.
Ah, okay. So your mom brought you back a hat?
hmm
When you went to Disney World, did you have a good time?
Yeah.
What'd you do? Ride on all those rides?
Yeah.
Did you ride on that roller coaster in the dark?
Mhm.
What do they call it? Space Mountain?
Mhm.
Did you ride on it?
Yeah.
Is it scary?
No.
It's not?
No.
Do they have any rides that are scary?
No.
None?
No.
None for you, huh?
Mm-mm.
Ah. How long have you gone to school at,
Longfellow.
yeah, thanks.
8 years.
You guys are just being smart now. Right? They
8
know
years.
that I sometimes forget. 8 years?
Mhm.
So you never gone anyplace else?
No.
A favorite subject? Favorite thing to do?
Reading.
You're looking at going to junior high, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you guys both do a similar thing why Mrs. Good made you Hazel Heroes, right?
Mhm.
And what is that? Last time I talked to you, you made me cough.
We worked in the school store and worked in the office.
Right, both of you work in the school store?
Yeah.
What kind of things do you do? What kind of things do you sell at the school store?
Pencils and paper and stuff like that.
How'd you get a chance to do that?
Because last year my sister was co-op at the school and I asked if I could work there.
So you asked.
Mhm.
How'd you get there?
I asked to.
Okay. And what kind of things do you have to do they give you money?
No.
How do they get pencils?
We order them.
Who gets the money?
I don't know.
Do you give them the pencils? Like they come to the store and they say, I need a pencil?
Well, they pay for them.
Who gets the money?
From the store.
Do they give you the money?
No, yeah, they give us the money, but the money goes towards the like Fabulous Friday and the PTA stuff.
Okay. How much do pencils cost?
Usually 25 cents.
25 cents? And what about paper?
About the big pads cost 45.
Okay. Have you guys gone over to Webb Junior High yet?
Sometimes.
Do you go over there to look around?
Yeah.
It's a big place, isn't it?
Not so big.
Not so big?
Uh-uh.
You're ready, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You know, you guys come into school early to open the store, right?
Yeah.
And you also work in the office?
Mhm.
And do you answer the phone? When I call over there at lunchtime, is it one of you girls that I talk to?
Yeah, it was me.
It was you?
Yeah.
Was I nice to you?
Yeah.
Was I?
Yeah.
Good. Say it real loud so my boss is here, will you? We appreciate the kind of help that kids like you can do for us, because running the store is a hassle for someone to come in and have to open it and things like that, and you guys accept the responsibility. What do you do when you're sick? Do you tell somebody?
Well, Jackie gets another person to work at the store with her.
Okay, and if she's sick, you get somebody.
Yeah.
How do you know who to choose?
Well, we had a couple people that worked there before, like Christina and Emily. They usually work with me.
Okay. So, are you going to get somebody prepared to work there when you guys go on to the big junior high?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for your help. Good job. All right. And our last group of heroes come from Ford School, right?
Yes.
I'm going to take my glasses off because the lights shine in there make me look funny. How you doing?
Good.
And I told you before we turn on the camera that you had the same name as my daughter, right?
Yeah.
What else did I tell you?
That she had the same hair.
And the same eyes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You look an awful lot like my daughter when she was young. But my daughter's old now. She's 30 years old. Can you believe that?
No.
Boy, she is. She is so old. It makes me really old, right?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Laura.
And your last name?
Marrone.
And you go to Ford School?
Yeah.
What grade?
Second.
How do you like second grade?
Good.
What are you doing in second grade?
Math, spelling, cursive.
What's cursive?
You don't know what cursive is?
No, I don't know what it is. What is it?
Well, you start by just doing letters, then you start doing, like, names and stuff.
What do you do with them?
You put them together to make names. And you, like, just... Yeah,
Well, you're
it's
doing
hard.
okay. I think I'm kind of understanding a little bit. You start out by knowing letters,
Yeah,
and do you write those letters down?
yeah.
Okay. Then in cursive, what do you do with them?
You, like, put them together with other words to make another word.
Like what kind of word?
Like can.
Like can? Oh, so cursive is like writing?
Yeah.
I mean, you put the can would be C-A-N. Did I spell it right? And you put them all together, and they're all kind of hooked together?
Yeah.
And that's what cursive is?
Yeah.
And you can do that?
Yeah.
As a second grader?
Yeah.
Holy cow. That's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
You ever wonder when you were young and you see all these people writing all that stuff down, you ever wonder what it says?
Yeah.
I remember I used to wonder if I would ever learn how to do that. It seems to take so long, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Laura, why are you a Hazel hero? Besides
Because-
looking like my daughter.
Because I help around in my classroom. Like, I help other people and stuff.
What do you help them do?
Their work.
Mm-hmm. And your teacher is,
Mrs. Landis.
and she said, you get all your work done first, though, right?
Yeah.
And then she also says that you're polite and kind and courteous and all those kind of things, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what all that stuff means?
No.
You know what? I can tell you what it means. It means that you're really a nice person, right?
Yeah.
And you remember that because the behaviors that you have now are behaviors that people think are really nice. And while they change a little bit, we still want to be responsible, kind, and courteous and all those kind of things, no matter how old you get, okay?
Yeah.
All right, you keep up the good work. How you doing?
Okay.
And you got 2 names, right?
Yeah.
You got,
Sorta.
okay, tell me your name.
Rhiannon.
Rhiannon. And I also saw in parentheses there, or quotation marks, that someone calls you Annie.
Yeah, that's my nickname.
Your nickname?
Mhm.
Who gave you the nickname?
I don't know. Probably my mom and dad.
Your mom and dad? What do they call you?
Annie.
Annie? What do they call you when they get mad?
Rhiannon.
That always happens when we have nicknames. My mom and dad always used to call me Russ. And then when my mom would get mad at me, she would say, Russell Edward. Is that what your mom does? She didn't call you Russell Edward,
Yeah.
but she uses both names, right? And what's your last name?
Rice.
And what grade are you in?
4th.
4th, at Ford School, right?
Mm-hmm.
And who's your teacher?
Miss Pytel.
And Laura told me that you're the service squad person in her class, right? Isn't that what
Yeah.
you told me?
That's right.
That's right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get to be a service squad person?
Well, I asked the teacher if she wanted someone to help out her class,
Mm-hmm.
and she said, yeah. So I went and I asked the person in charge if I could get a badge to do it, and she gave me a badge, and then I just became service squad.
What kind of badge do you get?
It's it's a badge that we put on our arm that says what room number we're service squad for.
Okay. And so you had to pursue that a little bit, right? And what do you do as a service squad person?
Well, we check papers and we file in their cubbies, and we like line them up and stuff. We go there after school and then before school.
No kidding. So you get in the building early and things like that.
Mhm.
You have to be a responsible person to do that, right? Hey, Laura, what are you watching? Does she do a good job as a service squad person?
Yes.
Is she nice to you?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was just checking up on her. And why else are you a Hazel hero?
Well, I do my job good in service squad,
Mm-hmm.
and then I help the kids, and I help my teacher when she needs stuff to do, like I run errands for her.
You know, and that's a really good service, Annie, that you carry on, because of the fact that lots of times teachers need to be around and help lots of other kids, and to run something down to the office or to file something in a cubby or something like that. Tell me what a cubby is.
Well, cubbies are like mailboxes that each kid has, and then we put their papers in them.
All right, each student has a cubby. You have a cubby?
Yeah.
All right. And that's like their mailbox. You put their papers in, and then they can remember to take them home, right?
They take them home on Fridays.
Okay. So things like that are really helpful to us, and we appreciate your willingness to do it, and we appreciate, most of all, the good job that you do. Okay? Keep up the good work. Glad to have you guys here. Are you glad to be here?
Yeah.
Good. This portion of our program, we have Community School Representative Ann Bashinsky and our Superintendent, Melvin Rasmussen, to do our presentation of certificates and T-shirts. Boss man.
Thank you. Andrea Polowski. Congratulations, Andrea. There you go. Katie Gieraltowski. Congratulations, Katie.
Okay.
Lindsey Semenko. Congratulations, Lindsey. There you go. Heather Pacilio. Congratulations, Heather. Tina Biddulph. Congratulations, Tina. There you go. Gary Rook. Way to go, Gary.
There you go, Gary.
Paula Plowman. Congratulations, Paula.
There you go.
Stephanie Burrell. Congratulations, Stephanie. Jeron Hallac. Congratulations, Jeron.
There you go.
Jackie Kiser. Congratulations, Jackie. Chad Adams. Congratulations, Chad.
There you go.
Rhiannon Rice. Congratulations, Rhiannon.
There you go.
And Laura Marrone. Congratulations, Laura.
And that's our Hazel Heroes for this month, and we appreciate the parents coming to the program, and appreciate you watching, and you keep watching for Hazel's Heroes. We never run out of them.
We have the World Sweethearts, didn't we?